Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night. This is a Changeling Scene 20th edition anniversary for the Living World of Darkness. We are back, bitches. Now, currently, this scene we have the lovely dear Carina, who is made her way home after an eventful couple of days, actually. Yep, she hasn't been home in quite a bit. And she's going to open the door for herself and her companion, Brooke. They both came from the beach, but when had they not been coming from the beach anyway? And they kind of still got sand all over. Karina's gonna pat herself down, make her way towards her room, quickly change into another set of board shorts, and maybe a tank top. Yeah, we'll go with tank top. There you go. Completely different outfit. This tank top is blue, while the other one was red. Make her way back to the living room, plop down on the couch, wait for Brooke to be wherever she wants to be. So they can have a talk, because they kind of need to talk. They've been needing to talk for a while.
And Brooke, on the other hand, will actually take a shower to get rid of all the salt and sand in her hair and, give a good amount of like coconut oil in there to make sure her hair doesn't get all shitty and whatever. And then change into the lovely sweatshirt that you see there, tie her jacket around her waist, and put on another set of shorts because she is never seen without shorts anymore. And she'll plop down on the other side of the couch.
Alrighty then. Karina is gonna kind of stretch, look over. So how was the beach?
Good. The waves are pretty good. I did accidentally throw or hit Sideburns with a water bottle.
Did you knock off the mask though?
No.
Well, there you go. Well, at least you probably had a better time on the beach than I did. I recently came from another beach. Well, before the beach we just left.
Mm-hmm.
So you know how Misha texted me last night?
Uh.
Reason I randomly got up, went to my phone, threw it, and came back.
Okay, yeah.
Apparently
I was a
she
bit
wanted
busy
to
right
chat.
then, so.
Yes, but I'm pretty sure you heard the phone being thrown.
Yeah, I heard the thunk wasn't really my number one priority at the time.
Reasonable. Mm-hmm. I was a little annoyed to be distracted too.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I probably should have turned it off. Anyway. Any fucking way. Apparently, Misha wanted to meet up to talk. So I suggested a cauldron house. It's underneath, through some kind of weird, kind of like lagoon-styled bar or some shit. But it takes you out into this fucking beautiful beach. Like, white sand, really nice water. Not too cold, not too warm. It's like crisp and refreshing, but as soon as you get under it, it's like fucking choice. Sand's not too gritty. There are like cabanas everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Like fucking Maldives island sort of beach.
So are you telling me all this because I need to go there, like, right now?
I mean, we'll go there later, if
good.
you want.
Yes.
Eventually.
Fuck yes.
After story. After fucking story, shut up.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. So, I get there before Misha, obviously, because it's a fucking beautiful cauldron house. And I make myself comfortable. And she kind of swanters up, and she wants to talk. She's got it in her head that my bullying, quote-unquote, Shea, fuckface. No, you know what? Shea. She doesn't even get a fucking nickname. Shea is driving the group apart. Because Shea's murder of you. Yeah, I know.
And that's driver? Okay.
Let me finish. There's more.
Oh,
is driving the group apart And the only reason why she's butting in is because she can't stand the bullying. Now, here's the thing with Redcaps. That's just how we are. I mean, we literally have a talent of making sure people submit to us through sheer fucking charm.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just us on a lazy day. I'm not trying to defend myself, I'm simply explaining I'm not bullying her. In fact, if I was bullying her, she would be a mess. We would both be a mess, because then the teeth would come out and then it'd be like, oh no, you're destroying the litany, you both have to go.
Mm-hmm.
But I digress. Apparently, my bullying is tearing apart the group. I don't know what fucking group she's talking about. I don't think you know either. I don't even think Ron fucking knows.
Mm-hmm.
And, but she wants to have a truce. So if I stop bullying Shea, and I let you and Shea solve your own problems, she will stop butting in. Now, it didn't really seem like a good negotiation, and I don't think she's ever actually negotiated with someone anymore, but that's not a fucking truce. That's I would like you to shut the fuck up about your issues with this one person, so I'll stop putting my nose in other people's business. Kind of deal. You know what? That just didn't settle right with me.
Yeah, that kind of
At
sounds
all,
more
for
like
some
an
reason.
ultimatum than the truth. Or truce.
Right? That's I would like you to shut the fuck up about your issues
Mm-hmm.
kind of situation, and for some fucking reason, I didn't want to agree. So, yeah, I know. Huge fucking shocker. I am such a cunt. I apologize thoroughly for not saying, you know what, I will stop, quote unquote, bullying Shea, for completely betraying my trust and violently attacking our mutual friend. Because Shea willingly knew what she was doing, even though she probably didn't think she would actually kill you. Our teeth are like designed to kill. So like it's kind of a gray line that doesn't make any sense because blood was everywhere, and it's only by sheer chance that you're fucking alive. So like my issues with Shea aren't exactly the fact that, like, sure, I'm upset that she killed you, but you're alive and I'm happy about that. My issues with her personally, because I know you can handle your own fucking problems,
Mm-hmm.
is that she disappointed me. She disappointed me very greatly, because now everyone will know, who knows that we both know each other, Shay and I, are going to go back to their little heads and be like, damn, those red caps living up to their names. Of course, that red cap was going to destroy that Silky. That's all they do. That's all they know how to do, is to just fight and eat and eat
Okay,
their opponents.
slow down, slow down.
Yeah, that is my issue with Shea, is that she literally made it fucking harder for me, and possibly for other red caps too. Like, I haven't seen that many in the neighborhood, but I'm sure they're also going to be kind of getting glanced about, because I've heard that fucking rumor. Everyone knows that red cap technically killed you.
I don't think there's anything technical about it.
Yeah, you did die.
I was gone for about a day.
Yeah.
Though it felt like eternity.
That's kind of what death is, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, my issue is not even mostly about you, because I know you can handle your own, and that's why I respect you, kid.
I think.
But the fact that she literally made out to be a stereotype is what fucking pisses me off. And Misha willingly butting her nose in to nobody's business.
And what is she talking about? Just you bullying Shea. She butted her nose in with my argument with Charles, and I'm pretty sure that's not bullying Shea. That's standing up for myself.
I mean...
And then there's the part where she called me a whore.
Which makes literal no fucking sense. It had no place in the argument. See, you know what? I know I have a sailor's mouth. Proud of it. But when you go slinging whore and slut all around, that's just like you're waving a white flag, jerking yourself off. Like, no, I have no material whatsoever, but I want to talk big because I'm really just full of hot air. It's really just disappointing, honestly. To revert to those kinds of insults, it's demeaning to yourself, really. Like, you're willingly telling us that you have literally no material. And it's really pathetic. That, and it's just downright rude. I mean, I know I'm rude, but yelling out little whore?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, even with your mouth, you're better than that.
Right? I'm more fucking creative than that. At least I like to think so.
No, I'd say so.
Thank you, Brooke. But anyway, that's what Misha wanted to talk about.
Didn't really sound like much of a talk, more like a you do this or else.
Yeah. Or else she's gonna keep on butting her nose in. It did make me realize something, though.
Mm-hmm.
I've been giving Shaya way too much fucking attention. Putting any effort into being aggressive towards her, I really could be doing as much funner things, more exhilarating and satisfying things. Nagging a red cap who is happy to be that red cap stereotype is not my idea of a fucking good time.
Brooke just gets like, you can see her realize something. You know, I wonder if her walking over to us, minding our own business, was Misha butting in because we, bullied Shaya. I didn't say one word to her.
All I'm happy is that Misha didn't say a word to us, and that other thing kept their mouth shut.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they want to be the stereotype, they can be the stereotype. I don't have fucking time or energy to pander to a stereotype. Like, I don't even want to bring up an insult because that feels like actual effort.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when you go against her, if she makes waves, I will support you fully in putting her down. Verbally, if we're in a cauldron house.
Well,
Or, you know what? No,
not in a
not in a
cauldron
cauldron
house.
house. Verbally, if we're, like, in a public space. Physically, if we're in a little bit of a freer space. But
I think I'm gonna stay back from that kind of stuff for her now.
I'm completely going to be ignoring it.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I don't support you, it's that I don't want to waste effort on it.
Mm-hmm.
Because it seems like a lot of people feel very comfortable with what they did if they're still willing to hang around them.
Mm-hmm. Though I think
I
they is a
mean,
little bit too humanizing, don't you think?
it's
Yeah.
it's just disappointing, in all this.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly thought I met a red cap who wasn't like the other red caps. Not like those things in my father's warband. Just, like me, but a little bit friendlier, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Not as jaded.
You don't talk much about your past.
There are reasons. There are reasons.
Okay.
But, like, here's the thing. We were friends. Or it seems like the three of us were, right?
Yeah. At least I thought so.
I thought so, too. Like, we were making our way towards it.
At the very least.
And then it just got... Yeah, it just stopped.
Mm-hmm.
Karina had to kind of wait a moment, not use the word she wanted to use because, again, effort. Effort. It just didn't happen. or just stopped suddenly.
Like Humpty Dumpty.
Yeah, except I think there was a lot more fluid.
Yeah,
A lot more fluid.
and less of an accident. Even though Gwen seems to think that any accident that happens with me equals anger
Anger on whose part?
on my part.
You do have quite the temper, but in this case, I think you're justified.
Yeah, I'd say so.
I mean, your ex-friend did sort of rip your leg off,
Yeah,
and you died from the loss and shock.
in seconds.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because that's a thing you do to your friends.
Mm-hmm. And that's an accident. I just accidentally ripped half your thigh off. Yeah.
Whatever.
Yep.
But that's the conversation with Misha. So I ever so politely told her, okay, thanks, no bye. I left with the last word, and that's all I'm happy about.
Yep, that is one of the best things that you can do.
Yeah, so yeah, that's what happened.
She just nods.
And Karina just kind of lean back on the couch, sink into the seats just a bit, and sigh. Very quickly, I will be right back.
Okay.
Like I'm still here, but I just have to do something.
Mm-hmm. Doodly doo. Doodly doo. Doodly doo. And this is the part where we insert uh, elevator music for the listening pleasure of the watchers. Just imagine that it's there, since I don't think we can actually put music in this.
Intermission song, la 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 la, intermission song. I'm back.
Okay.
Okay, did Brooke do anything?
No, she just kind of nodded when she stopped talking and probably leaned back into the couch too.
Alrighty then. So Karina's just gonna sigh. And that's what I did today.
Nice.
I mean, I went to work too, but like that was after.
Mm-hmm.
So, Brooke.
So, Carina.
What is the deal with that handyman?
Don't really know. Amber told me about him, told me that he was coming, and we kind of
I
tag
mean,
teamed him.
yes, he was.
He was coming. And Amber was, and you weren't. Yeah, there was a lot of coming going on last night.
Coming and going all the time for a
Mm-hmm.
while too.
Yeah.
He doesn't last very long though. I mean, he did pass out, so maybe that's why.
Yeah.
But only human.
Mhm. I guess those fairies just have a little bit better of stamina.
Possibly, or we're just better at everything.
Maybe. Definitely better at
Maybe.
magic.
Yeah, definitely.
Hmm.
But they
That
can't.
thing Ron did with Bonita was pretty cool.
Yeah, Ron's got talent. I can't do that. One day I want to learn it, but at the same time, I feel like I just spend hours trying to talk to Bonita, and she would probably flip the fuck out.
I don't know, she seemed pretty entertained by the fact that a person was speaking to her. I mean, did you see how she was
Possibly.
circling Ron?
This is true.
Either that or she was Twitter-pated, but...
Hey,
Mm,
Ron is adorable.
yep, them blue eyes.
Mm-hmm. So proud of my very handsome Ron. So,
So,
Brooke,
she looks at Carina.
Karina's just gonna snicker a little and shake her head. All right. Now that we're at least in our territory, let's have it out.
What?
You've had this look on your face like you want to talk about something. I may not be very perceptive about feelings. She says, complete with like a weird hand thing. In fact, it looks like this. Feelings.
Mhm.
I may not be perceptive on that. But I know that look.
What look would that be?
I want to talk about something that I don't know how to. Kind of look.
I mean, there are many reasons for that look. I don't know there are many variations of it too, so I don't really know which one we're talking
Does the
about.
look have anything to do with the fact that you practically felt me up the whole way you were, quote unquote, putting sunblock on me? She says with a smirk.
Okay, that was purely innocent.
Purely innocent.
Yes! I don't like people getting sunburn.
Raises eyebrow.
If you had sisters,
There is a
you'd
sus look.
understand.
There is a sus look.
You were putting it on wrong. You gotta actually
I
rub it
was
into the skin, not just like leave it there.
I was putting on sunscreen wrong.
Mm.
Fuck that, I'm gonna roll for this. Because even I think that's bullshit. Okay, you are putting sunscreen on wrong. Yo. Fuck out of here with that lies. Why you lying? Why you lying? She got 2 successes.
She's not actually lying.
Mm-hmm. Karina's just gonna get a look like,
No,
all right, sure.
you got 2 successes. She wasn't actually lying. She thought you were doing it wrong.
Brooke.
Karina.
Brooke.
Karina.
I'm from New Zealand. I've been on the water my whole fucking life. You don't think that maybe I know how to put on sunscreen?
Well, you weren't doing it well right then.
It's
Like,
called slap it on, then slap more on later.
no, that's not how you gotta rub it in.
Do you not see how dark I am? I don't think I need to rub it in as much as you do, kid.
Everyone needs to rub it in. Just because you have extra melanin doesn't mean you can't burn.
I know it can burn, but I don't think I have to very thoroughly massage it into my muscles.
Okay, now you're just over exaggerating.
Brooke. 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 No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I'm not.
I did not massage it in.
Listen.
Out of character, she did not. She rubbed it in like a freaking older sister rubbing it into her little sister's back. Like, fucking motherfucking.
If you say so, Kim. If you say so. I've never had anyone rub sunscreen on me like that, but sure. Sure, okay.
I
If
mean,
that's how you do
have you
it.
gotten it rubbed in very often?
I mean, not sunblock.
She just gives her a weird look.
Nope. We normally just, well, for sunblock, slap it on later if, you think you really need it.
Okay. So is there any reason why you're looking into a concerned friend being concerned?
Because my concerned friend acts a little different than normal. But if...
I mean, given what happened last night, I can see why.
I'm pretty sure the look is because of last night.
Mm.
Are there going to be fully formed words following such sounds?
I mean, you may not be very perceptive when it comes to looks, at least not as much as you think you are.
Probably not, but you've got a weird look on your face.
Mm. That weird look may have been there a little bit before that.
I don't think I've ever gotten the chance to see it then.
Mm-hmm. What can I say?
mean, it is...
I'm tricksy. I hide things very well.
You are quite tricksy.
Mm-hmm.
I do remember that well.
Yep.
I don't know, hon. I don't think I've seen this beforehand. This is a very recent thing, and I'm not sure if it's recent because of other things. Which is probably the other reason why I'm asking.
Oh.
She says, kind of distinctly poking a finger onto her shirt, particularly the maw of the giant shark. And she'll actually trail her hand out towards the teeth. You know, reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have had quite a very, very challenging few weeks. And while I'm all for relaxation and good fun, I'm not sure if this is just a new development in reaction to big change.
I mean, I don't even think I know how much I've changed since that. I mean, some things are obvious, but she shrugs. I will let you know that it is a recent development, but not as recent as simply last night.
If you were to think back, how recent?
Last few weeks?
Before or after, she says, poking the teeth. Not really poking, but like trailing along the teeth.
Hard to tell.
Alright. That is fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll actually lean back away from Brooke, back into her side of the couch.
She's gonna look at her like almost expectantly, like waiting for her to say anything else.
I just want to make sure you're of sound mind in this.
I don't think I've been in sound mind ever since my eyes were opened to this world.
Well, this world is a little bit eye-opening.
Yeah.
In fact, I think it does things generally on purpose just to make you go, oh, fuck.
Yeah. Although I probably wouldn't use that tone of voice when saying, oh, fuck.
I mean, there are different tones you can use for oh, fuck.
Yep.
But if you're good, then you're good. Not exactly sure or, but if you figure it out, let me know and I guess we'll talk about it.
Wait, really?
Wait, can you say that again?
She said, wait, really? But not as enthusiastically. More quizzically.
Listen. For me, you know how honor is a lie?
Mm-hmm.
So is monogamy.
Okay. Gotcha.
I don't know what you're looking for, but for the longest, I've had at least 3 bitches in every port. And they all knew about each other.
Okay.
I don't generally stick around. Probably my best relationship is Ron, and shit's as platonic can be.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Like, if he needed a kidney, I would go out and randomly snatch kidneys for him.
Don't think that's exactly what he would want.
But I would do this for him.
Mm-hmm.
That's the fucking point. And, like, maybe I'd give him my kidney, but I know what these things have been through, and he doesn't need that. Alright? That would just make him worse.
Yeah.
So, again, randomly grabbing kidneys from other people. A thing I would totally do.
But you gotta make sure it's like a
Right.
match of blood type and whatever. It's just,
I mean, I wouldn't go randomly after people. I would hunt them.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure they're the right kind of kid. Anyway, digressing from the fucking conversation.
Yeah.
I would do that shit for Ron. And that's probably the best example of my really only healthy relationship with anybody. That isn't sexual. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Not saying I can't do romance, I just never have. Ever.
Cool.
So again, figure out what you want, because I don't know. You seemed into Amber, and you really seemed into the Handsy man. Though, I can't judge you for it. I mean, I will probably call him up for another booty call eventually.
I'm sure he'd be up for it.
More ways than one.
Yeah.
Though I really, really want to have him practice his stamina. Might have to do some training.
I mean, he was good at first. He's more of a sprinter than a long-distance runner.
I know, but it can be so easy to mold. Practice does make perfect.
I would not know.
I mean, you're not bad either, but you really could pick up your stamina too.
Oh, I'm sorry. I haven't had 3 women in every port that I've been to.
Men and women. Don't be sexist now.
Hmm?
We're not sexist in this household, okay?
I was simply talking preferences. Or what I
Well,
assume a preference is.
considering I was literally going back and forth between you and Amber and him, pretty sure you can add men to the list. Because you were there,
Yeah,
remember?
yeah. Oh, I definitely remember that.
But yeah, definitely could train both of you. Definitely him. I'm not sure what you want again, which is why I left it open.
I mean,
So,
I don't.
listen,
I can't really. Things are complicated.
which is
Um,
why I'm letting it open. I'm not telling you to do it now.
no, I'm.
Remember, at least 3 bitches in every port.
Yeah, no, that's not. Yeah. She looks like she's considering something,
Mm-hmm.
but she's unsure about it. Or maybe you can't tell if she's unsure or not because
I
no
mean, I can
empathy.
roll.
Yeah.
Damn it, I can't. I mean, I can roll perception.
Yeah.
I'll do that. I will do that. Damn it, I might actually have to buy up perception just for Brooke.
Yeah. That's why I'm
Eh,
making you roll perception empathy so much, so you have to.
nah, Karina doesn't see anything.
I mean, she's. Did you get any successes?
No,
Oh no, you failed. Yeah, no. She just.
I failed. Karina's just gonna see a weird look and shrug. Listen, again, not telling you to choose now. In fact, you don't ever have to come back to this situation. You don't ever have to talk about it again. I'm just leaving it open, okay?
Okay.
And after this, I'm pretty sure we're gonna go back to normal. Just think about whatever.
Mm-hmm.
All right?
You said I could trust you, right? But
Yeah.
like not to trust you, but to trust.
Yes, Brooke. Yes.
How long have you been at this?
Being what I am, or
Yeah,
doing what I do.
being what you are.
Uh, Tiny backstory moment. My, I was young enough that my mother was considering giving me her skin, but I ended up being more like my father. I must have been like, I'm not going to say 7, somewhere around that. It was a couple of years of really tenseness between there and me.
Mm-hmm.
I was about 12 when I found, yeah, I'm going to say about 7. 7, 8.
Okay.
So I grew up knowing everything.
Just so you know, I'm about to roll. Um, and if it is a 1, Brooke will tell her about something. If it is a 2, she will not.
All right. Is it
Either
1?
one. Okay. So you have an idea about the whole skin thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I do know about the skin.
So imagine if um there were certain strings attached to you getting your skin. Not just, the whole skin ordeal, but the extra.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and you know how a long time ago people used to arrange marriages?
Mm-hmm. They still
So,
do.
yeah, still do. Less common, though. Less common.
Karina would have gotten a weird face when you mentioned the string attaching to the skins, and you can definitely roll perception empathy on that after the story.
After the story, or just right now?
Like, after the story, because she'll tell her after, if you want.
Well, kind of the reason why I don't exactly know what I want right now is because maybe a many long time ago, many greats grandfather of mine made a deal with a very important Selkie, and so I'm going to have to marry that Selkie's descendant within a year and a day of me getting my sealskin.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is some fucked up shit.
And if I do that, everyone in my family who's a Selkie will lose their skin, and even the ones without will lose all connection to Selkies forever.
So you're literally the bargaining chip.
Yep. Even before I was
a thing.
Yeah. Hell, even before I was like a sperm and an egg. Way before that. And you know the reason? You know how my dad kicked me out? Well, the reason was because I wouldn't give up my sealskin, because if I did, then there was a chance that one of my sisters or their kids, specifically their daughters, would have had to take on the mantle. Yep.
So instead of you giving up the mantle and putting the burden on someone else, you would rather do it?
Yeah. I'm not forcing my sisters to do that. Or their kids.
And he kicked you out for that?
Yep.
Your dad is a dick.
Yeah, I kind of learned that.
If anything, you done good.
Well, I don't think so. But you're kind of the first person I've told about it. I mean, that's kind of why I asked Ron about the story, because it turns out the story is actually about my family.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I am real sorry.
And it's technically a geese. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah. That's why the whole, relationship situation is a bit weird for me. I mean, I haven't met the dude yet. Don't know when I'm going to.
Do you know if it's a dude? Does it have to be a dude?
It has to be a dude.
So heteronormative.
Yeah, but then again, ancient times seem to be very heteronormative. Unless we're talking about Rome, but like, this was not Rome, it was Orkney, and, well, Scotland.
Yeah.
Very heteronormative. So, yeah. That's, yeah.
You know you don't have to put a label on anything, right? If you wanted to follow through with this. And if you're dedicated
with
to your...
this, and then she points at the skin, or this, and then she points between the two of them.
What the fuck do you think I'm talking about?
I don't know.
Listen, if you want to follow through with anything, relationship-wise, before you have to go through with what you need to do, then just set the ground rules. Be like, hey, this is literally just for short term. Don't get invested. And then go out and have fun.
Yeah, but what if I get invested?
Oh. That is a thing.
Yeah. Because, like, you can
I mean,
try to not get invested, but if you're the type that gets invested.
listen, Brooke.
Mm-hmm.
Either something happens or something does it. Either way, you are dedicated to doing this for your family. So, in honesty, you might invest anyway, even if you're not in anything with anyone.
Yep.
At least giving yourself a little bit of happiness, if that is what you want to do,
Mm-hmm.
rather than literally watching it pass by and then succumbing yourself to, okay, I must go forth and do my duty, lie back and think of England.
Not England. Not England.
You know what the fuck I mean.
Okay, but England, to like everyone else, is like red caps to everyone else. You get me?
No, do you know the phrase lie back and think of England?
No.
It literally means accept what happens and think of something greater than yourself,
Oh, okay.
which is a common phrase in Edwardian times for women to
Yeah.
have sex. Anyway,
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
do you get what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's what the phrase means. I don't fucking mean lie back and think of England. Literally lie back and think of England.
Okay.
You know what? I said what I fucking said.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
You want to let good shit pass you by and not have your fun while you can? That is on you, kid. If you don't, and you want to have some fun until you cannot have fun, hey,
I mean, that's kind of
you
why
know where I
last night
fucking live.
happened.
Yeah, you know where I fucking live. You know where everyone else fucking lives. Or you could go and find some random human, random dreamer, seduce them, muse them up, and then leave them wanting more and never talk to them ever again. Which is also fun to do sometimes.
I mean, there are.
Listen, you can make your own choices.
I can.
And in honesty, like you said, with feelings, she says doing the weird thing, they happen whether or not you want to, from what I've seen. You
Yep.
catching feels could literally happen at any time.
Mm-hmm.
See that fucking guy at the taco stand who always gives you extra sauce? You can catch feels for that.
Not likely, but okay.
It's a thing. Just it could happen at any time with anyone, and you won't be able to stop it, from what I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there has to be a reason why my mother fell for my. Anyway, feels happen.
Mm.
You can either play with them a little and then, you know what, I'm sorry, no more, and walk away, or not do anything and then more and what could have been. And I really think that's worse.
Maybe.
Which is why I'm saying you have time. You don't have as much time as you'd like, but you do have some time. And in that little time, you really can do a lot. You can really experience a lot.
Brooke
And
nods.
Karina's gonna kind of lean over, pat Brooke's shoulder, give her what she hopes is an encouraging smile.
It's probably like one of those comedically like terrifying smiles.
Just trying her best, and then
Mhm.
immediately gets up. I'm going to be calling pizza. I'm getting a large pie. What do you want?
Buffalo wings, extra ranch.
Buffalo rings, extra ranch, one large pie.
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna go call you. I don't know. Vegetate. We do whatever the fuck.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right.
And if you want to talk about anything else, or this, or literally anything fucking else, I literally live down the hall.
Really? You do? Oh my
I
god, that is
know.
such a
What a
revelation.
twist! I actually lived here before you.
Yeah. Oh my god, I thought this place was abandoned.
All right, you little shit. I'm off to call. And Karina's gonna get up, grab her cell phone, and start calling the pizza place down the road that knows her by name.
And Brooke is going to get up and get a scotch. She drinks a lot of scotch. There are probably a few different types in the alcohol
In the
cupboard.
household? Yes.
Every house needs an alcohol cupboard. But she gets herself some of that and just kind of sits down, turns on the TV, and probably watches reruns of Game of Thrones.
A
Hey. Nothing better than Game of Thrones, alcohol, and pizza.
Mhm. And with that, I think we can end the scene.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. And you guys have a good night now. Bye.